Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
And dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Purdy. And this is caught by Evans. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Open man here, Sims complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. Breaks through the contact. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down. A gain of 11.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Swift again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Swift will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Lining up for the extra point.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing.
So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action here. Purdy.
His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Purdy now to throw.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Gervon Dexter.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
The throw taken in by Sims. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a gain of 3, and this is 3rd down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
Here's Williams.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Nick Bosa drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Christian Kirk deep to return it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
Oh, what a move.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Play action. Now Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air. Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Chicago.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On play action, here's Williams. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Williams going to look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Swift.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
And that's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
7-yard gain.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Purdy on the sneak.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
At the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here's Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd
No gain on that
goal.
run, and while this team is down, they're not
line.
out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Purdy going to give it to Garindo.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Luther Burden.
42 yards.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3.
49ers 3.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy looking to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Purdy.
Evans has it left side.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Bears' 4-yard line.
From the 4, this is second down and 1.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
And that run wasn't just for a first down. That was for some confidence. They've had a tough day moving the ball on the ground this entire game. I think after that one, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves, and now they got more downs to try and get it done.
Now Purdy.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
A 5-yard loss.
A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
Final play of the half. Purdy. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Eddie Pinheiro set
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. A little juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down. First and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 74 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Second down and 6 now. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is third down.
Here is 3rd and 5. To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
23-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
Here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
Williams pass.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49ers' 18-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams.
He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Whip. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle to Evans. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of
And his
9.
play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Purdy now to throw. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Purdy from the gun.
Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another 1st down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Guys, what are you doing? Do better. What is this? Come on, guys.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call. had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
To the air, Williams. Pass caught by Burden.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Down behind the line of
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Once again, it's Swift to about the 35, second down.
Swift, the ball carrier. Alfred Collins on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
Shreds the tackle. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a third down and 3.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is third down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Touchdown, Bears! Rome Odunze.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at
Previous
this.
play is under review.
Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing here, Purdy.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
He completes it to Evans. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's complete to Pearsall.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
And Robinson, the motion man right. Purdy. To Evans on the slant.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At the 41-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Evans in motion left.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, but instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
35-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Purdy.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
But tell the statistician to add another one to their impressive total today. Great week for the defensive front. A tough one for that offensive line. Quarterback getting right back behind that line, hoping for more time to attempt a likely 3rd down pass.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd down and 12. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Purdy, big 4th down play. That is caught.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Ricky Pearsall, 42 yards. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The 49ers will.
And they go with McCaffrey.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win. Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A quick hitter complete. It's Evans.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action, now Purdy.
There's Evans again, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Purdy looking to throw.
Over the middle to Evans. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Mike Evans from 13 yards out.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's...
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked.
And it's usually not a good thing when we start talking about the long snapper, but it was his error that led directly to that block. If this operation is cleaner, we're probably talking about a different outcome.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.